London's now the home of a South African couple who set out to share their love for hospitality and fine dining with the world. 60 years on, the Milestone Hotel in Kensington Court is one of a collection of luxury hotels that is founder Beatrice Tolman's pride and joy.
Mrs. Tolman, I absolutely love my room. It's beautiful.
It's probably the most important room in the hotel because of the amazing Tudor mouldings, and they're quite unique and they should be in a museum actually. But the whole room, the light and the height of the ceiling and the decoration, I think, is probably one of the prettiest rooms in the hotel.
Well, Mrs. Tolman, please take a seat. I'd love to catch up. How did a young girl from South Africa get into the hotel business?
Well, it started through necessity, actually. When I first got married, I'm actually a nursery school teacher, and when I finished my course, my husband wanted to start in the hotel business because his parents had been in it. He was a pharmacist. So I said, well, I'll help you at the beginning, and then I'll go back to teaching. Well, I never got out of the hotel business, and I started off in the kitchens at the beginning, and that's how I really taught myself how to cook, by studying different cookbooks, and that's really how I started.
Now, for South Africans coming over to London, what can they expect from your properties?
They can expect a very high level of service. I feel that that's the most important thing. You can build a palace, gold, silver, marble, everything, but it's not what really counts in the end. It's really the service and the attention and the care of the guests, and that really is what makes a good hotel.
You've also added some touches of South Africa to each of your hotels. Why did you do that?
I always have a safari room because I just think it adds a bit of excitement. And I love South African food, and it's not only South Africans who like to taste their food that they're comfortable with, but travelers do, because a lot of my recipes from my recipe book have got a South African flavor to them, and they are so popular amongst all our guests.
Four-legged travel companions are also accommodated in style. Characteristic of the hotels is that they are all pet-friendly. With 2 staff members to every guest, Condé Nast Traveller voted the Milestone Hotel as the best in London. Mrs. Tolman's unique touch is evident in every room.
Mrs. Tolman, I'm absolutely blown away by the beauty and the finishing touches in this room.
Well, it is a very special room, one of our best, and it overlooks the gardens, and we have Kate and William right on our doorstep across there, and they're renovating their beautiful home, and hopefully we'll see them walking in the garden after it's finished.
Well, I hope so. You're also very hands-on with the renovation and interior designs across your various hotels. Where did your love for interior design come from?
Well, I think it came from noticing things when I was quite a small girl, but this came as a sort of necessity at the beginning because we couldn't afford interior decorators, and I just gradually developed this side of the business, and I've decorated every single room in every hotel, and they are all different. So I've picked up a lot of very interesting pieces over the years, and one of the things I got, I'd love to show you this antique copper bath that I bought some time ago. Would you like to see it?
Yes, I'd love to see it. Wow, look at this copper bath.
Well, it is very special. I bought it at auction some time ago. It was so tempting and I had to find a place, so I created the second bathroom for the suite, and people love it, and you can lie down and then your partner can just relax and watch you enjoying the bath if they feel like that. But the other thing I love to do for guests, especially, female guests, is we offer them a tray of different soaps over and above what we use in the hotel, and they can choose something of what they prefer. And also for men, I have shaving oil and also soaps for men, and people love this touch. It's just something different.
Now, something else that the Red Carnation collection is well known for is their high tea.
That's true. We are well known for our high teas, and we go to a lot of trouble to make them delicious. Would you like to try one?
Yes, please. It'll be my first time.
Go to the Edgerton.
Fabulous. Let's go.
Mrs. T, as her staff often call her, met her husband Stanley when she was 18 at South Africa's The Oyster Box Hotel. So when the couple purchased the hotel in 2006, it was not simply another business investment. It was a celebration of love.
Now, I grew up in Pretoria, and high tea isn't something that I'm used to, but in London, it's all the fashion. What is the history behind it?
I think high tea started not being English by birth. I'm not quite sure where the tradition started, but I think high tea used to be at like 5 o'clock and have not only sweet biscuits and scones and pastries, but also some savoury things. But it's changed over the years, and we found that people love a high tea, and they're so popular. I mean, we serve really sometimes 150, 200 on a weekend in a hotel. And a lot of people come in, and we start at 1 o'clock now because there's such a demand. So every 2 hours you have another group of people coming, and people just love afternoon tea.
Now, I also noticed you brought in a bit of a South African touch to your high tea.
The babuti sandwich?
That's right.
Well, of course, it's an unusual flavour for other people who don't know what babuti is, but of course for South Africans it's a surprise, and it just makes them love the sandwich because it's an unusual way of doing a sandwich.
Now, I have a bit of a confession. I haven't tried your world-famous cheesecake. Is that it over there?
This is a mini version of it, and it's the cheesecake is here, and then we have passion fruit on top. But you have to go and learn how to bake my cheesecake while you're here, and I hope you'll go to Reuben's, to our pastry department, and have a lesson and help to make the cheesecake, because it really has become very, very famous in every one of the hotels. It's one of our most popular dishes for dessert, and it's quite difficult to make, but not if you follow my recipe.
Now, I've become quite an espresso chef, so I cannot wait to try it out with your chef.
London's Reuben's at the Palace is one of the most celebrated places in the world to enjoy high tea. Stay tuned to see Liesl in action in their kitchen.
Travel in award-winning style and comfort to London with South African Airways. Visit www.flysaa.com or your local travel agent to book. South African Airways, Africa's most awarded airline.